The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, it's the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. He's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Now a first down throw, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. 7 yards to pick up there. Those defense for the Packers, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in Week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Now Fields. Steps away to his left. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd and 7, Fields. And his throw here's incomplete. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Montgomery back to the ground. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. This is is a crew that come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here we go with the Packer offense, guided by their decorated QB with a long list of Pro Bowls and other accolades next to his name, of course. Aaron Rodgers leading the way.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
A gain of 6 there on first. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers, he completes it to Hunter. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing is Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Looking left side, that's complete to Oliver. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Rodgers going to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Rosas' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And he will find his man on the outside. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now it's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he's taken down inside the 30. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Rashawn Gary able to record his 5th sack of the season. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
After the sack on 1st down, Fields. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. There he goes right side. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position and throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. To throw is Fields. And that is incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. And Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. Yeah, they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now Rodgers. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. On now is the Packers punter. Back deep is a very dangerous Mike Hughes. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. A shotgun snap, Fields. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 23. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And Watson has it right side. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He finds his man complete. That's Watson. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Rodgers. This one caught by his tight end Oliver. Touchdown! Josh Oliver hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers add on to their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Rosas to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now, the number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
Escaping the pressure right. Got some room at the 30. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. The sack on 1st down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the 1st. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And this is going to be incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Number 12 back out there. Aaron and his Packer teammates set to begin their drive. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. He's got a man, complete. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Packers. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll say he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Fields. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Running with Montgomery from the pistol. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Here's Fields. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the... And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Showed some tough running, but couldn't free much space. And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On now is the Packers punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Bears take over. Around the NFL, they're in the second in Philly, and the Eagles out in front early. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember I was going...
nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's Week 13, so let's get an update on what's going on. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo. And it's the Bills who have the lead in that one. Stephon Diggs, a touchdown reception. From there, we move to Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City to see what's going on with the Chiefs. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with a touchdown run.
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Aaron Rodgers, we focus on him for our player spotlight. And really a solid group effort. I mean, the montage focuses on him, and rightfully so, but it's been a good job of a team to get this lead.
Oh, I'm with you totally on that. I love the observation. Offensive line and people having to protect him, they've really been in sync and been on point. How about the guys going out and catching the ball? Well, the receivers, the running backs, everyone is involved today. And what we're watching right now is really a beautiful team effort, isn't it?
Absolutely. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And this will be a Packers first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
How about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, He committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Rodgers now on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Oliver. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. On the counter, here's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Rodgers now to throw. And that is incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. On first down, Fields. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On first and 10, here's Fields. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On first down, it's Montgomery. And I give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 40-yard line. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Oh, Montgomery just unable to twist free as they hit him short of the line to gain. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Running for it, Montgomery. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Rodgers finding some room at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line.
Well, we may be looking at the scoreboard. This offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now, he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. To throw is Rodgers. He completes it to Hunter. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Looking left side. That's complete to Oliver. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Here's Rodgers to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, so much for bluffing the defensive line into thinking that they were going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen pass and made a really nice play for lost yardage.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Rosas' kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride in the offense this go-around. Back to the air, Fields on 2nd down. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. A give. This is Montgomery. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here comes the Bears punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Baby, let's go. Let's go.
First down, Green Bay.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 2nd and 6. They run the counter. It's Jones. And he's got some space here. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. You think about the great running backs in the game today. I don't know if Aaron Jones is a name that comes immediately to mind, but it should, evidenced by that run there. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Montgomery. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. To throw is Fields. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Fields. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Darius Slay with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. And as we peer at the numbers, he got off to a struggling start, but since then really found his rhythm.
And I think that comes together with not just the halftime adjustments, but just that quiet confidence. If you just keep doing the things you've been working on, eventually there'll be creases. You know, find those gaps in the defense, keep working on them, and maybe what didn't happen very well for you in the beginning of the game, it starts to open up as the game moves on.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Packers on 3rd down. Lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. He finds his man complete. That's Hunter. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Rosas' kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
We own them. Mike 9. Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Fields now to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And this will be caught by Mooney. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back to throw. Fields. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Throwing again is Fields. Being chased out left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. The Bears on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. A shotgun snap, Fields. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And he will have the Bears 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go. 7's a Mike. Mike 7.
Now it's Fields. That catch good for only a couple. From the 31, Fields. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means
under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Good job.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Packers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Rodgers. He's got his tight end, Oliver. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. 120 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. 2nd down, another shot for Jones. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Hey, you got 3, you got 3. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
On 1st down, Jones. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So it's all over. A Green Bay